Anybody that's seen me here before, most of my stuff is pretty off the wall. It's kind of quirky, so that's kind of the way I roll. All right. I wrote this in February for last month's reading, but so the timing made more sense last month. I couldn't be here. Anyway, I don't claim to be a wordsmith of the English language or to judge others on how they use the language, but I'm sometimes amused by just listening to how we all from time to time describe a situation to tell a story. That was the motivation behind this poem titled, Who Are They? Fighting the light up here, excuse me. Did you hear the latest news? Yep, another shooting in the city. They said they're not sure who did it, but they're working on it. You know, they got to do something. They should be able to put a stop to this. Do you think more gun control is really the answer? I don't know. Well, I do hope they find that guy. They should just lock him up forever or give him the death sentence. That'll send a message. Anyway, those poor victims, they never saw it coming. They really got to do something. On a brighter note, I heard they're working on a program to put a person on Mars. Do you think they can really actually do that? It could take them a year of travel one way, and then they have to get back. They're going to need an enormous amount of fuel and food for that much time in space. You know, they say that much time in zero gravity can have very adverse effects on the human body. Well, I just hope they're not going to take the funds from any existing programs. I mean, can we really afford to cut programs for the underprivileged or education or road or bridge repair in exchange for some red rocks from the Martian planet? Yeah, but you know how they are. They'll say, we must do it for the advancement of research. I don't know, maybe we'll find a cure for something on Mars. Speaking of cures, they said the weather will be better next week. But first, we're in for a big one. They're calling for high winds and up to 10 inches of snow. But who knows? They never get it right. Of course it's going to snow. It's freezing out. You know, they should get paid by how accurate they predict the weather. Guess what? I'll figure it out when I wake up and look outside. We'll probably be wrong anyway. I'll tell you one thing. With a weather forecast like that, they'll be at the supermarket buying every last loaf of bread and the last gallon of milk. They act like they have no food in the house and they're going to starve if they don't buy out the store. Well, I'm just going to hunker down in my place and eat some leftovers and canned soup while they all go crazy about a little snow. Oh, by the way, they said the Punxsutawney Phil groundhog did not see his shadow this year, so that means winter will only last 6 more weeks. So by March 20th, winter will be over. At least that's what they said. Thank you.